Hello everyone, very good evening to all. So today we are going to continue with our chapter called Nutrition in Animal. In this chapter, we have already gone through about the 5 stages of nutrition in human being, and which is nothing but the ingestion, then digestion, then absorption of nutrient from the food, then assimilation and excretion, which is nothing but the removal of waste material out from the body. So in this part, we have already started in last lecture about the ingestion process. In this, we have discussed the types of tooth. Okay, and today we are going to start from the tongue, and then we will cover the digestion part. So, what is tongue basically? Okay, so tongue is nothing but a muscular organ. So here we have the tongue. Okay, this is the tongue beta. Okay, and tongue is nothing but the muscular organ, means which is made up of the different muscles, okay, which contain taste buds. Okay, this is the tongue, and what is the main? So what is tongue? The muscular organ. It is muscular organ. What are the function of tongue? To taste the food.
So to taste food,
Yes.
swallow
To
the
mix
food,
saliva.
mix saliva and swallow the food.
Okay, mix saliva and assist the food during the churning process.
Yes, so like throwing the food in one side to another.
Yes, chewing food. Okay, it assists the food during the chewing. Okay, so the chewing of food is called as beta churning process. Churning, churning. So during churning process, the food is being kept between the two teeth. Okay, the upper jaw and lower jaw with the help of tongue only. Okay, so this is all about the tongue. So now we are going through the theory part. So a tongue is the fleshy, muscular organ present in the mouth. Yes, it helps to mix the saliva with the food while chewing and also help in swallowing the food. Yes, so also help in swallowing the food. The tongue is also very important sense organ and has taste buds. You know, taste buds they use to sense the different flavor, which help to sense different tastes or we can say flavor. Okay, like sweet, salty, bitter, sour, etc. Understood everyone about the tongue? Now we are going to discuss about the digestion, and this is the second stage for the human digestive system. Someone is in meeting room, wait a second. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the digestion. So what is digestion basically? So digestion is nothing but breaking down complex food into simpler form. Okay, this is nothing but the digestion process, and here many digestive enzymes are being used. Okay, so the process of digestion start from the mouth itself. Very important. Okay, because when saliva is being secreted by the salivary gland, which contain which enzyme? Any idea? It contains amylase, and amylase helps in digestion of sugar. Okay, so where the food is mixed with the saliva, saliva secretes by the salivary gland. Okay, saliva secretes by salivary gland and contain digestive juice. And what is the name of the digestive juice? I am writing over here. It is amylase. A-M-A-Y, no? A-M-A-Y-L-A-S-E, amylase. Okay, and amylase helps in digestion of carbohydrate like sugar. Okay, with the help of breakdown of starch into sugar. See, starch is nothing but the complex food, and which is being break down into the sugar, and sugar again break down into glucose and fructose.
Yes,
yes, saliva also makes the food slimming. Okay, the slimming so that it can be sold easily. so that it can be easily swallowed during the swallowing process. Once the swallowed food passes from the mouth into the long tube structure called esophagus. Okay, so let me show you the diagram over here. So this is the mouth, beta. Okay, this is the mouth. Here in this mouth process, different processes like churning, okay, mixing saliva process takes place here. And then from here, food is being passes through the tubular structure called esophagus. It is oesophagus. O is silent here, so it is called as esophagus. Okay, so see, suppose here we have the food. Suppose here we have the food. So how this food is going to transport automatically toward the stomach? So muscles above the food, okay, muscles of the esophagus above the morsel, they get, contract. Okay, so suppose here we have the esophagus, here we have the food. So muscles of esophagus in this region will get contract. Okay, and the muscles in this region will get relaxed. Okay, so due to contraction and here relaxation. Okay, so during passes of food, muscles of the esophagus undergoes contraction and relaxation. Okay, due to which food is being pushed from mouth through the esophagus into the stomach. This movement of the food due to contraction and relaxation of muscle is called as peristaltic movement. It is called as beta peristaltic movement. Okay, what is peristaltic movement? The passage of food on esophagus due to contraction and relaxation of muscle is called as peristaltic movement. Then food reaches to the stomach. We will discuss later on that. Okay. Next, the wall of the esophagus contracts. See here, it contracts and relaxes rhythmically. Okay, to produce wave-like movement. Okay, and this movement is called as peristaltic movement. Very important. The movement of food through esophagus from mouth to stomach is called as peristaltic movement. This movement helps to move the food down into the large sac-like muscular organ called stomach. Okay, and what is the shape of the stomach? It is a J shape like this. Okay, it is a J-shaped stomach. J-shaped stomach. Okay, further digestion of the food takes place in stomach only. Okay, so let me show you how digestion takes place in stomach. So suppose here I'm going to draw the stomach. This is the stomach beta. Okay, this is stomach. The wall of stomach contain gastric glands. What they contain? Gastric glands. And gastric gland secretes main three compounds. The main three products. One is called mucus.
Mucus.
Yes. You know what is the main work of mucus? So mucus used to like form one layer.
To protect the inner layer of the stomach.
Yes.
Yes,
Let
so
me
from
listen. Let me discuss first, and then you can give your point out. Okay. So that layer I have formed here, it is nothing but the mucus layer. Okay, we will discuss what is the role of mucus. So mucus forms the thin membrane or thin layer on the inner lining wall of the stomach. This is the first product secreted by the gastric gland. Second product we have hydrochloric acid, HCl. This is the second product. Okay, so we know our body works on the pH level 7.4. Means our body's pH is basic in nature. It is basic in nature, but in stomach we have HCl, so it is acidic in nature. Acidic. So due to action of acid, the inner lining wall of the stomach may get damaged. Okay, so that mucus protects the inner lining wall of the stomach by the action of hydrochloric acid. Understood,
Okay,
everyone? Yes. Now, third product is called pepsinogen. Pepsinogen, and which is the digestive enzyme. Okay, so let me show you that part over here. Wait a second. Okay, see, in stomach, okay, protein. So in stomach we have beta protein in food. Okay, so food. See, first we have pepsinogen. Pepsinogen is inactive form of the enzyme. It is inactive. It is not much active. Okay, so that pepsinogen converts into pepsin. Okay, in presence of hydrochloric acid. Very important that pepsinogen get activated into with the help of hydrochloric acid and forms pepsin, and that pepsin helps in digestion of protein, and protein gets breakdown into the peptides. Okay, so protein is a complex and peptides are the simple form of the protein. Okay, everyone. So what is the main role of pepsin? It helps in digestion of protein, and protein get digested and breakdown into simpler form in peptide forms. So this is the main work takes place in stomach, and this process takes place with the help of pepsinogen. But pepsinogen works in presence of acid. That's why in stomach acid medium is required. Okay, that's why that acid is being secreted. Next. Okay, so the inner wall of the stomach secretes the digestive juice, which contain like hydrochloric acid, mucus, and the digestive juice contain pepsinogen enzyme. It is not being mentioned here. It says only digestive juice, which contain pepsinogen. The digestive juice helps in breakdown of the protein into simpler form, and that simpler form is nothing but the peptides. Okay, peptide protein get converted into peptide, means small form of the protein. The hydrochloric acid kills microorganism. Okay, so this is the first function of the acid. It kills the microorganism, and it provides acidic medium for the effective digestion of the protein, means it activates the pepsinogen enzyme. Okay, from the stomach the semi-digested food called chyme. Okay, the food which is semi-digested in stomach, and after that it is going to pass into small intestine, that food is called as beta chyme. It is called as chyme, chyme. Okay, it passes into the small intestine. Further digestion of food takes place in small intestine, where secretion of the liver and pancreas are released. Okay, so in diagram here we have the liver. Okay, see, stomach ends here, and food then enters into the small intestine. So this is the small intestine. Okay, so during the passage of food from stomach to small intestine, that this is the liver, the largest gland of body. Very important, you have to remember the largest gland of body is called as liver. Okay, and behind the stomach here we have pancreas. This is the pancreas, but it is behind the stomach. Okay, so this is pancreas, and here we have the liver. So they also secretes their digestive enzyme, and which is gets stored in the gallbladder. So this is the gallbladder. Here we have the structure called gallbladder, and from gallbladder and liver, that digestive juice is being secreted directly into the food when it is passing through stomach to small intestine. Okay, next. Now we have to understand for the small intestine part. So in small intestine, also like food, like digestive enzyme secreted by liver, which is called as bile juice. Okay,
It
here
absorbs nutrients from food.
bile juice. Okay, and pancreas.
Visit.
Wait a second, beta. Let me discuss first. And pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. It secretes pancreatic juice. Okay, so liver secretes bile juice, and pancreas they secretes pancreatic juice. Okay, and they helps to digest protein like peptides also. Peptides, they break down into the amino acid. Amino acid. Fat is also there. Fat is converted into fatty acid.
Fatty acid.
Fatty acid. Then
Acid.
yes, and that glucose and
Carbo.
fructose. Yes, the carbohydrate. Carbohydrate, they break down into the glucose
Simple
and
sugars.
The glucose and sugars, sir.
fructose. Okay, glucose and fructose, when they combine, they form sugar. So this is the process of digestion in small intestine. Now we have to go through the theory part. The liver secretes bile juice, which plays an important role in digestion of the fat because it contains enzyme which used to digest the fat. Okay, then bile is stored in the organ called gallbladder. Okay, before being released into the small intestine, the secretion of the pancreas called pancreatic juice helps the breakdown of carbohydrate into the sugar, protein into amino acid, and fat into fatty acid. Okay, and glycerol. So these are nothing but the alcoholic substance. Thus, the digestion of various compounds of food is completed in small intestine. So after like food when passes through the small intestine into large intestine, digestion process does not take place there.
Sir, in
Only
small intestine, villi absorbs food, right, sir?
yes, that we will discuss in absorption part. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about the digestion process. So I want, if you have any doubt, you can ask the question now.
I have